sweating. Hello everyone, my name is Liz and I'm obsessed with Disney. Today, we're all cozy by the fire, getting all those Christmas feels, because today, we are going to revisit Beauty and the Beast and the Enchanted Christmas. Very seasonal, right? So I feel like in the past few years or so, this movie has been slowly infiltrating its way into the parks. Well, at least in Walt Disney World. I'm not necessarily sure about the other parks, but it's definitely there in my park. So Belle could be seen wearing her Christmas dress, definitely in the Christmas parade. I've seen pictures of her doing meet and greets this year in the Christmas dress, which is crazy to me. And I've seen the ornaments from this movie on trees. I'm pretty sure in the Disney Springs Christmas tree, but definitely in the Christmas tree in Be Our Guest. Now, I thought it would be fun to revisit this movie because I really don't remember too much from it. Obviously, I remember the dress, I remember the ornaments, but I really only remember Bernadette Peters, the terrifying organ and his henchman Fife, and the absolute Christmas classic bop, As Long as There's Christmas.
As long as there's Christmas, I truly believe that hope is the greatest of the gifts we'll receive.
So here's my little recap of the movie, watching it again 20 years later. Can you believe this thing came out on home movie in 1997? That's 21 years ago, man. So the movie opens up, and it's Christmas. And Lumiere and Cogsworth are bickering over who saved Christmas last year. So they're like, Mrs. Potts, who do you think saved Christmas last year? And Chip's like, oh my god, Mom, you tell great stories. You should tell the story of Christmas last year. So she's like, alright, I will. So it all started when Belle was attacked by wolves. And I was like, maybe I should go watch a little bit of the original Beauty and the Beast just so I can have a frame of reference for when this movie is happening. So I went back and I found Beauty and the Beast online, and I watched from after the wolf attack to the ballroom scene. And side note, the version that I watched had a human again scene, which is crazy because I've never seen the human again scene, because growing up I had like the original VHS tape. And then, all the years after that, after VHS was obsolete, whenever we were on TV, they showed the original theatrical release version, so I have never seen that scene. So watching it was just so delightful, and it was amazing, because I've listened to the song originally times over the course of my life, but like to see it animated was really cool. So anyway, back to the Enchanted Christmas. So we then meet the villain of this movie, the organ, Forte, and his henchman, Fife. And Forte starts talking, and I'm like, is that Tim Curry? IMDb.com. Oh my god, Tim Curry was Nigel Thornberry? Yes, that is Tim Curry. That is correct. Okay. So anyway, old Timmy Boy gives us the exposition we so desperately need 6 minutes into this movie. So Forte does not want to become human again because him and the Beast have become besties. They've bonded over being emo together. Forte's like, listen, if we all become human again, that means like the Beast and everyone in this castle is going to be happy. And the kind of music I make, my brand is emo, so if people don't want to listen to sad music, my life has no meaning because nobody's going to enjoy my music. So we gotta stop this from happening. I gotta stay in Oregon at no matter what the cost. I am bolted to this wall, but that is the price I'm willing to pay for my art. I have some bad news for you though, Forte, because you are not the Beast's bestie, because clearly we all know it's the dog. So next, we find out that Chip has no idea what Christmas is. If I recall correctly, you guys were turned into objects around Christmas time. So you mean to tell me you don't remember your life before you were a teacup? Okay, Chip, okay. So anyway, Belle decides that for Christmas, she wants to write the Beast a story and give it to him as a gift. I mean, I don't know what other kinds of things she's going to give him because she's trapped in the castle and all the stuff in there is his. So I guess story was really the only way to go here. She sings a song while she's writing the book and it's all great. And then she's like, all right, Chip, we gotta go tell everyone we're having Christmas. So she tells everyone and Cogsworth is like, Christmas, not a good idea. Master hates Christmas. We don't want to get him angry because, you know, he's the one who signs the checks, even though there's probably been no check signing for a very long time. So they convince Cogsworth to do it because apparently Cogsworth loves Christmas. They know how to pull his heartstrings. They're talking about all the great things about Christmas. And Chip's like, and shortbread cookies? That's an important part of Christmas? Chip, 5 minutes ago you had no idea what Christmas was. Now suddenly you're the Christmas cookie expert? That's pretty sus to me. So Cogsworth comes around and he's like, listen, we have to get all the Christmas decorations up from the attic, bring them down here, decorate the whole thing. And guess what? I believe our castle decorator, Angelique, was turned into Angel Christmas Topper, so this is all perfect. Let's go get her. So they go up to the attic, they go get Angelique, and she's like, listen, it's Christmas Eve. If I'm gonna do my job, I'm gonna do my job the best way possible. And if it's already Christmas Eve, there's no way I could turn this out in time because I take pride in my work. Get it, girl. For those of you who don't know, Angelique, Bernadette Peters, that's what's happening right now. So Belle's like, listen, I gotta convince Bernadette Peters to come and help us save Christmas. So that's where she sings the timeless classic, As Long as There's Christmas. So cue the decorating for Christmas montage, and during the montage, Belle is like, oh, we'll build a snowman and he'll stay through July.
We'll build a snowman, it'll reach to the sky, it will stay up until July.
I've never been to France, but I'm pretty sure that can't happen. It's not possible. So they decorate the castle, and then we are cut back to Forte. Fife has been spying on everyone this whole time. So Fife tells Forte, and Forte tells the Beast, listen, Belle is planning Christmas. We know you don't like that. What you gonna do about it, homeboy? Beast loses it. He's like, oh my god, she has no idea my feelings about Christmas because, spoiler alert, that is the day they were all turned into enchanted objects. So you mean to tell me that Chip completely forgets the most life-changing day of his very young life? Okay. So we have a flashback within a flashback of Beast telling what happened that day. And, you know, we all know the story. You know, he's being a little jerk. And, you know, basically that flashback was there to remind us all of the most pressing question of all Beauty and the Beast, which is, where the heck were the Beast's parents? Where are they now? Where are they then? It's been 28 years and we still have no idea. So the Beast then goes and confronts Belle about Christmas, and he's obviously really angry, and he's like, oh my god, what are you doing? And she's like, whatevs, I'm still gonna give you a present, and I'm still gonna go find a tree. See ya, sucker. No one is going to break Belle's Christmas spirit. She's officially the Queen of Christmas. So the Beast eventually comes around to the idea of having Christmas after he sees that Belle left him a little Christmas gift. And Lumiere's like, Master, you can't open that now. It's Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day. What are you doing? And he's like, fine, I won't open it. So since Belle got me something, I should probably get her something, right? And Lumiere's like, oh, that might be nice. So he goes to Forte and he commissions Forte to write Belle a happy song as a Christmas gift. Clearly, Forte is not down with that idea. So the Beast leaves Forte's room, and Forte's like, you know what? I could use this to my advantage. I'll play some happy fun music and I will lure Belle to this room. So he does, and Belle goes and she meets Fife and she meets Forte, and Forte is, you know, a villain in a Disney movie sequel, straight to home movie, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, Belle, that's great, I hear you're having Christmas, everyone's talking about it, it's super great, but do you have a tree? And she's like, not yet, all the trees on this property kind of suck and I can't leave the property. He's like, you should go and get a tree in the Black Forest. It's literally the forest that's right next to this castle. It'll be fine, you're really close, I'm sure the Beast won't find out. You should go get a great tree and everyone will be happy. And she's like, okay, but you gotta keep my secret. And he's like, yeah, I'll keep your secret. Not, but actually, he wants her to die out there. Okay, maybe not die, but he says, and not come back.
Fight! I want you to follow her. Make sure they don't come back.
Subtext, people. So Belle and Chip go to the forest to go get a tree. In like those 2 minutes after they left, suddenly the Beast is like, oh my god, Belle needs to hear the song that I commissioned Forte to make for her. and he can't find her. So he's like, oh my god, servants, enchanted objects, go find Belle. And they're like, what do you mean go find Belle? I don't know, I haven't seen her, but I'm sure she's here. She's around somewhere-ish. So Lumiere and Cogsworth go and follow Belle and Chip into the forest, and Mrs. Potts stays behind to distract the Beast. Mrs. Potts doesn't really do a great job of distracting the Beast. He gets really testy, and he's like, listen, I can't wait anymore. I'm sure Belle is up to something. Takes the enchanted mirror. Yo, enchanted mirror, show me Belle. He sees that she's in the forest. He freaks out because she's not supposed to leave the castle! Which Forte's like, oh no, this is so bad. I told her to leave and never return. So Beast finds out she's in the Forbidden Forest. So he goes and orders everyone, go get Belle. But then Forte starts singing about don't fall in love. I mean, same. But that's like bad right now, so don't fall in love. And the thing to note about this song is that suddenly Forte has weird green music magic. Like, where did that come from? Yeah, all these objects are enchanted, but nobody else has magic, so I don't know what's going on here. Cut to Belle in the forest, and here's where I really need to mention, like, the Jewish New Yorker Axe. He's amazing. He like wishes everybody like happy Hanukkah while they're chopping down this Christmas tree. It's amazing. So they chop down the Christmas tree, and of course, you know, danger ensues. We knew this forest was dangerous, and whenever Belle is in this black forest, it's no good. So, you know, she falls into ice or something. It's crazy. And the Beast comes out of nowhere, and he saves her, and he drags her butt back to the castle and locks her in the dungeon. And he's like, that's what you get for not keeping your word. Apparently the Beast is really big on loyalty. So all the objects then come visit Belle in the dungeon, and then there's a reprise of As Long as There's Christmas, and Paige O'Hara and Bernadette Peters harmonize beautifully on this reprise. It's gorgeous. Cut back to the Beast and Forte, where Forte is trying to convince the Beast to smash the enchanted rose. And he's like, ah! And Forte's like, do it. We'll be best friends and emo partners in crime forever. And that is where the Beast left the gift that Belle gave him. And he's like, I guess it's Christmas Day now. I'm gonna open this instead of smashing this rose. He opens it and he reads the book, and apparently the story that she wrote is their story, ending with a great Christmas happy ending. So the Beast is like, wow, you know, I was probably too hard on Belle. She's super sweet. She wrote me a whole damn book in the length it takes to sing a song. So I'm gonna go apologize to her. So he goes up to the dungeon and he sees all the enchanted objects and Belle, and they're dancing and they're having a great time. And he's like, oh my god, will you forgive me? And she's like, of course, yeah, duh. But Forte gets wind of this and he will not have it! So he's like, I'm gonna play so loudly that the castle is gonna crumble and fall into pieces, and all of the broken pieces of this giant stone castle that we're in, like, kills everybody in it. He verbatim says, there's the clip. The clip is like, they can't fall in love if they're dead, or something like that.
They can't fall in love if they're dead.
See? Subtext! I told you! Subtext. He was out to kill them. The Forte's like going crazy, playing so loud, trying to destroy the castle, and he turns on Fife, who Fife has been nothing but like super sweet and amazing to Forte. Fife is honestly too good for Forte. But he turns on him, and then the Beast comes storming in. He's like, Forte! And Forte's like,
What? Command me.
and the Beast is like,
I'm the master of this castle, biatch.
so he literally rips the keyboard part off of Forte. So he's like in half. And that, like, obviously if you're getting ripped in half, you're like taken off guard. So Forte's like bolts that were holding him to the wall like kind of fail. And Forte, boom! The pipes face plant onto the ground, basically killing Forte. And it's pretty dark, dude, because it then immediately cuts to, oh my god, happy, it's Christmas, everything's great. Dude, a guy just died and we're like celebrating Christmas. I know he was evil, but dude, yikes. But anyway, these crazy people who are like celebrating like nothing happened at all, it's like, yay, it's Christmas, and like Belle comes out of nowhere wearing her gold gown from the iconic ballroom scene of the original movie. And I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but like the Beast was wearing his blue suit for quite the past few couple scenes. And now I'm thinking to myself, did the iconic ballroom scene in the original movie take place on Christmas? And if it did, does that mean the gold dress is technically a Christmas dress too? Does Belle have 2 Christmas gowns? Belle truly is the Queen of Christmas! Anyway, Mrs. Potts then wraps up the story being like, Lumiere or Cogsworth didn't save Christmas because I guess Belle did. Sorry about it. And right on cue, Belle and the Beast now come out wearing their new, this year's Christmas outfit, which is, you know, the iconic, like, maroon and, like, you know, middle gold rosy thing. You know the dress. And they're like, oh my god, Chip, we have a present for you. So the Beast opens up his coat and he's like, here, and it's like a present, and Chip opens it and it's, surprise, surprise, another book. And he's like, Mama, will you read this to me? Because apparently I can't read myself. And she's like, of course. So then, Beast's like, alright, everyone, let's go dance. Maestro, oh my god, the new Maestro's Fife. Good, it's what he deserves because we stand Fife. He's super cute. And then, as soon as the Beast's like, we're going to dance, he's like, nah, Belle, we're going outside. And he gives Belle a present. It's a box, and she opens the box, and it's a rose in a box. And then the movie ends. That's it. It was quite a trip, honestly, and I'm so glad I was able to revisit here for this Christmas season. Now, my back is sweating because this is real fire behind me. So we're gonna leave. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, even though it's been very Merry Christmas since after Halloween. Have a seamless day, everyone. Bye.
What you gonna